จะไม่จำเป็นต้องเหมือนกันผมก็มีความคิดเห็นของผมส่วนตัวนะเรื่องฟุตบอลส่วนตัวซึ่งผมก็คิดมาใช้เวลาคิดก็หลายวันผมเชื่อว่ากระทรวงการคลังเขาก็ทำเสร็จแล้วทำแล้วครับทำเลยเสร็จแล้วที่จะได้ทำสิ่งสิ่งไม่ลดเลยครับแต่ผมจะไปเอากองทุนมาเป็นตัวซัพพอร์ตดีกว่าผมมีเหตุผลครับการที่คุณหักภาษีสรรพสามิตไปในแต่ละปีนั่นคือรายได้ของรัฐหายเลยนะครับถูกไหมครับคือหายไปเอาที่ภาษี50,000 ล้านเนี่ยถ้าผมหักไป50,000 ล้านมันหายไปในปีงบประมาณต่อไปคุณจะไปทำเรื่องงบประมาณของแผ่นดินนะครับคุณจะต้องมีงบลงทุนงบนี้นะสุดท้ายคุณเก็บรายได้ไม่เข้าเป้าเมื่ออะไรเข้าเป้าทำไงครับต้องกู้เงินคุณสิพัฒนาให้พวกท่านที่วิจารณ์พวกเรามากมายพวกท่านทำอะไรบ้างพวกท่านเสนอแนะพวกเราได้ไหมไม่ใช่พวกท่านสักแต่วิจารณ์อย่างเดียว
On a beautiful clear evening, the conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I really like the look of this guy, Federico Di Marco. He reminds me all the time of a frustrated winger. That position didn't quite work out for him. And now, as a fullback, he can't resist any opportunity to get forward and assist with what's going on up front. He really does add an extra dimension to this attack.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And the list of names suggests that what we have in front of us here, Jim, is a 3-5-2 formation.
Well, I can tell you, Peter, that I actually always like playing in this formation because as a wing-back, you get more freedom to go forward. As an orthodox full-back, you had to be more selective in the runs you made. The back three should be able to deal with certainly one opposition striker and possibly two. And that's why I liked it, because I didn't have to get back that much.
So it's down to business here. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Cellini.
They want to make the most of this turnover.
Espimas. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, such a clever touch. Goes down, but nothing given. Martinez. And it's Zielinski. Shifted it to the flank. Di Marco. Lovely feet. This looks promising. Terrific effort! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Thuram simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
And it's Di Marco. Delivered from distance. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. No, he's not getting his way this time. Edingson. This is a promising build-up. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Di Marco. Çalhanoğlu thinks about the shot. brilliantly cut out. Chelnini, quality ball. Well, they can break here. Lazio are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Chelhanoglu, and it's Zielinski. That's a delicate pass. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's hit the post! And he couldn't finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Dumfries, that's very neat. Oh, it's played into the area. Gets his head on it! Caught offside that time. Chelnini, Espimas, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram, played out to the left flank. DiMarco, Martinez. That is lovely. Ah, looks a smashing ball. Now the ball in. Chelnini. Edingson, Struma, Chelnini, Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, good-looking ball, and it's made its way to him. Big chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There's the clearance. Castolo. Chelnini. Edingson. Akanji. To Barella. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Now it's Martinez. DiMarco has it out wide and in space. Bastoni. And it's Zielinski. Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Thuram. Played out wide. Dumfries. He slings it in. And it's claimed by the keeper. Espimas. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Spread out to the left. Chelhanoglu. That's really well manoeuvred. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Chelnini. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Thuram. Now it's Martinez. Now it's Dumfries, and instinct getting up there! And again, that is frustrating.
Inter really need to convert one of these chances now. This service is good, but the finishing is pretty wasteful.
No, he wasn't going to let him pass. Zielinski. And Bastoni. And the referee says that is that for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition, something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we get things going again. So the first half brought no goals. Struma. Jimenez. Sommer claims comfortably. Dumfries. Barella has assisted more league goals than anyone else this season. That's going wide left. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Mignanda now looking to orchestrate a counter. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Thuram. Martinez. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nicely shaped ball. Dumfries. And here's Thuram. And it's Zielinski. DiMarco. It's a sweeping cross. And he's quick to get rid. Here comes another cross. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Chalnini, and he is dashing away. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Bastoni, Calhanoglu, and still we await the first breakthrough. And it's Calhanoglu. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's heaved it away. Calhanoglu. Barella. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Chalnini under intense pressure.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
There they go, hunting in packs. Hoisted in. That has been knocked clear. He is just caressing the ball. Thuram! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. No, couldn't quite control it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
And it's been taken short. Plays it across. Can he get it through? And now they can spring out of defence. And he's intervened well there. Bastoni. That's destined for the flank. He's found a way past. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Defending of the desperate variety. There's the delivery. And he's there to clear it. Looking for the run. Played it again. There's the header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Struma going vertical. And reclaimed it in a trice. That has been slung wide.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's Martinez. He's looking wide. Now it's DiMarco. He is through here. And he decides to cross it. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Inter really have been poor. Wayward service is becoming more and more costly.
He's had a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Martinez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's DiMarco. Oh, that's nice. And here's Zielinski. Barella. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's gone backward here. Chance for a shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! A breakthrough! So late in the day! He has given that the lot. Bang!
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Inter Milan can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Inter Milan look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages?
Goes to finish! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And he's stuck it away! They have stolen level at the last! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
And that's it. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points. And it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Signore e signori, la partita finisce in parità. Un bel applauso a entrambe le squadre che oggi hanno dato il massimo.
555.
ส่องอยู่เนี่ย
ครับไม่อยาก
มันมาก
แต่ร้อนเกินอากาศช่วงนี้ เล่นเกมไม่สนุกเลยช่วงนี้อากาศร้อนเกินหูอื้อมแล้วผม
ใช้หมวกกันน็อกถูกโดนกระแทกก็ถือว่าเป็นการทดสอบไปแล้วกัน
อื้อ
ครับก็จะ
ไม่
เป็นหมวกกันน็อก
เต็มต้อม
เด็ก
5. 5.
อืมเล่นพอเก็บทองพอ500 ทองก็ได้แล้วสักตัวหนึ่งดู500 ทองของผมไม่ใช่สายเติมแต่ผมเน้นดวงช่วยด้วยครับ
500. Plus 555.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
The Eternal City embraces this massive sea of blue which has flooded across the Olympico. It's hard to convince yourself there's another team involved. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
It would have to be Kenan Yildiz, Peter, because he really is one of the golden boys of his generation. I think his signature move is to take the ball on the turn and drift out to that left wing and take on whoever presents himself in front of him. He may be a playmaker, but likes to progress with the ball, with his own running, his own pace, his own style. That's Yildiz.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Lazio have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
So we're very much on the way now. It's, of course, round two between these two. I wonder what we expect this time. Oh, good-looking ball. Cambiasso tries to play it through. Now he's off and running. McKennie. And it's Thuram. Kalulu. Now Thuram. And it's Cambiasso. Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye. He's on it, can he get away? And he's taking no chances there. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Espimas. Bremer calmly anticipates. Good running, strong and purposeful. David! Great reaction! So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Lazio, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now it's David. And he's gone looking for safety. Out of play for a throw. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Jimenez. Edingson. Francisco Conceição. Locatelli. And Cambiasso. David. Great defending, strong and determined. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Could move up a gear here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Yildiz. And it's Locatelli. Spread to the right. Jimenez. Edingson. And it's Conceição. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Locatelli has assisted more league goals than anyone else this season. Yildiz in acres of space out wide. Locatelli is there, and he can pick it up.
Piemonte are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way through zone.
David pinches it off him. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Plays it through. Conceição finding himself in space. Ronaldinho. Espimas. And here's Yildiz. Succumbs to the pressure. waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Ronaldinho. Locatelli did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Conceição. Yildiz is onto this. Oh, that's nice. And he can thump it away. Cambiasso. Yildiz. And it's Locatelli. And Kalulu. Tries a deft little ball. Header! Goal! And deep into first half stoppage time. A timely strike. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that is all they have time for. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Lazio come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
500.
Attenzione, la sostituzione.
We're on the move again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Espinas driving, real chance! Well taken goal. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Espinas. Can he get on the end of this? He's found space here. Bremer. Thuram. And it's Locatelli. Here's McKennie. Thuram. And it's Cambiasso.
Lazio have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Kalulu. Played out towards the right wing. Thuram. Spimas. Castolo. Looking to pass their
L'affluenza
way
di
up the
quest'oggi
pitch.
è di 80.953 spettatori.
The less said about that pass, the better. Ronaldinho is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Yildiz. And it's Cambiasso. Tries to pass it through. Chance to deliver. And he's there to clear it. That'll be a throw.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Locatelli goes short. Here comes the cross. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Lazio are looking to go forward now. Kelly spots it and intercepts. Locatelli. And it's Locatelli. And Kalulu. Zhegrova. That's tidy. And it's made its way to him. Back when it goes.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Looking to play him in. Looking for the run.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Kalulu can clear it away. So we have further activity on the bench here.
Cambio di giocatori.
Searching pass he's played there. Kelly is there to clear.
Lazio clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Boga. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Miretti. David. Jimenez. Oh, they could break here. Bremer. And it's McKennie.
McKennie really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Looking for options for movement. Ronaldinho. And they can counter here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, no joy this time. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Vlahovic prepared to come on now. Of course, a big bullier of defences.
Well, it does have its detractors always, but Route 1 has certainly proven itself effective over the years.
Miretti. And the number on the board is 3.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
This looks promising. And the shot! Deftly away. Miretti, Vlahovic, and the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? There you have it. The referee says that time is up. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Lazio certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Cari spettatori, la partita termina dunque in parità.
Well, it is quite a scene here. Snow is a significant additional detail in a game that was already hugely anticipated, and it is going to be fascinating to see what part it plays in the unfolding drama. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I'm going to opt for the versatile Danny Welbeck. His preference, I'm sure, would be to play through the middle to score as many as possible, and he'll be judged on that ultimately. But he makes his pace count in wider areas too, and I think that's where he can be most effective.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Looking for the run. And here's Iniesta. Milner. Turns back here, probably the best option. It's been shipped out wide. Strong running down that left flank. And it's Kadiolu. And it's Milner. Oh, good spread. Oh, sweet feet. Chance to... Oh, good climb! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Iniesta. Lahm. That's a really buccaneering run he's making. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Welbeck. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Back to the keeper it goes. Dunk. Manchester United are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Beckenbauer. Played out towards the right wing. Bullet is always looking to break lines. Now it's Kaka. Ball's gone out of play. Oh, beauty! He leaps for it! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
And it's Milner. And this is Welbeck. That's really nicely played. And he's quick to get rid.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Milner. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Pele. Kadiolu. Dunk. Now it's Pele. Del Piero. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. They get a throw in. Lahm. There's the crossfield ball. He has found the way through. He's felt that, hasn't he? No foul, says the referee. Dunk Did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, that has not gone well. Milner. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Oh, that's neat. Kadiolu receives it in a wide position. Here comes the corner. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Milner does well to get it back. That's good play. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Showing good feet. Lofted in. Terrific effort!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's going for goal! Now it's Pele. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Manchester United
So it's
really
been
can
even
be
so
happy
far.
with the strong
Which
finish
way
to
will
the
things
half
go in the
and
second
have no
half?
reason to be
Ours, of
upset with their
course.
overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now. Stick at it and eventually they'll get a break.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
So right back into the action. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Nicely spread. Milner. Vifa gets into a good position. Spread to the right. Lovely bit of skill.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Pelé. Now it's Iniesta.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Del Piero. Big chance! It's hit the upright. Milner. To Gross. Dunk. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Gross has the third most assists in the league this year. And it's Vifa. Lam gets a foot in here. Del Piero is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Bullet threads one in. Pelé goes for the shot! Too close for comfort. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them.
649.
Milner. Cadiolu picks it up out wide. That's tidy. Gross. Dunk. And it's Cadiolu. Beckenbauer looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
Spread out to the left. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Gross. And here's Welbeck. Pull it over to the right flank. Pelé. Now it's Iniesta. Now it's Bullet. Oh, it's come loose. Brighton needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Cadiolu. And it's Milner. Spread it left. That'll be a throw. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Substitutions taking place.
It's a pretty loose pass. Toma. Showing great feet there. Oh, nice touch. Now, who's going to be first to this? That's a good ball out wide. And he's certainly onside here. Gross. He's in a great position here. Oh, there's the clearance. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Vifa. That's the throw.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Pull it. Well, no. And pull it! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Bullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Vifa can get it clear. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. And he's taking no chances there. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Milner. Gross. Vertruken. Milner.
There will be
1 minute to add,
time.
according to the board. The end. Time is up. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So we've reached the end of our coverage for today. Many thanks to Jim Beglin alongside me, and we'll both see you next time.
So there it is, everyone. It's finished for Square.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Lazio e Manchester United.
The Lazio fans are out in force, the atmosphere crackling, passions are high. How could this not be inspiring for all those down there in light blue? We're up and running then. Well, there is no one here, Jim, who's surprised to see Wesley Sneijder in the starting lineup.
Yeah, and I think they'll be looking to...
Can he finish? He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. It's a pretty loose pass. That has not gone well. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mainu. Burmo. Now Mainu. Looking for the run. Best. And here's the chance to counter. Mainu. Dorgu. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. It's played through for him. Iniesta. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Keeper's got good distance on that. And he's intervened well there. Dorgu, not the most accurate pass. That has ended up in no man's land. Great defending, strong and determined. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. First quarter of an hour gone. Mainu. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Manchester United really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. That's going right the way across. Now it's Ahmad. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that pass just didn't quite work.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, that's well spotted. Shaw. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Space for him to turn and look. Nicely shaped ball. Pass somewhat off target. Casemiro. This is a promising build-up. Spread out to the left. Hangs in across. Best very much a man of this moment. Collar. Shot could be on, and he shoots! Early ball out from the back. Burmo. That's a sharp pass. Shaw makes a dash for it. Dorgu. And it's Mainu. Distributed tidily. Best. Iniesta. And that's an excellent interception.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Mainu, nicely spread. Now Diallo. Looking to play him in. Delivered low. Shot at goal! And again! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Dorgu clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Dorgu. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely aimed pass. Looking tidy in possession here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, nicely intercepted. Yoro. And it's Menu. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Best. Short changes him with that pass. Vieira, who does have an assist to his name. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Lazio just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Lazio are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 9. Numero 20.
Second period is on the way. Lazio leading courtesy of the game's only goal. In towards the back stick. Keeper has taken decisive action.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Now, can they get him away? And it's Menu. Can he get it through? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
There's the delivery. Probing pass. Lazio different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Cristiano Ronaldo. He's going to be disappointed with that. Bruno Fernandes. Maguire. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Casemiro makes the interception. Diogo Dalot. Menu. Bruno Fernandes. Now then, the ball's come loose. It's a really well-measured ball. And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Almost an hour gone. Played out wide. Cristiano Ronaldo dominates aerially so often. No, again there's no way through. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a...
Getting up there! And there's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Lazio are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So that's two now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
That's a little off target. Burmo bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Lazio still have the cards to affect this game.
Lazio are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And he's looking at... Oh, that's ambitious. Perilously close. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Beckham. Under Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Looking for options for movement. Played into space. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Casemiro calmly anticipates. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Goes for a shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there, knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
And we have our very first corner. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Searching pass he's played there. That is good alertness. Lazio can consider themselves just about safe now. Burmo. Nicely weighted ball. Wharton. That ball looks a good one. And this is Ronaldo. That's a good ball out wide. Beckham delivers the ball. Oh, good effort. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Threads one in. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, no joy this time. And that is as far as it goes. Lazio can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side, it turned into a very, very smooth ride. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome
players
to
on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. So there he is, Wesley Sneijder, a terrific playmaker.
Yeah, one of the very best to emerge from that legendary Amsterdam production line. An old-style number 10 whose ability with the ball is the envy of many.
And is that his... Oh, good climb! Harmlessly behind. That's been cut out, well played. He's had it taken off him. Raul. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looks a good ball through. Haaland! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Well, I'm not sure what went through his mind there. Reverse psychology, perhaps. Didn't do much apart from making himself look a bit silly in the end.
Rijkaard. That has been slung wide. Zanetti does well not to be outdone there. Oh, that's well spotted. Now he's got space here. Haaland. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Not a bad try by any means.
De Bruyne is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And that was asking for too much. De Bruyne. Neymar proves just a little bit too strong. Hazard looking to be a menace in the final third. Pass somewhat off target. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Knocks it into space. That's a cute ball. And he cuts out the supply. Raul. Oh, such a clever touch. It's Raul! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Impressive jump. It's bounced back off the post. He's scored! Haaland duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
He's found a way through. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now, can they get him away? De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. Back towards the middle. Now it's Haaland.
Such good technique.
Haaland! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Vieira. Nice looking ball. Oh, delightful ball. And he was quick to react.
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
De Bruyne. Neymar. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Rijkaard. Raul. Now that looks a decent ball. Yamal. Tries to play it through. Rijkaard. And it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's De Bruyne.
Manchester certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Takes the shot! Off target by a whisker. Silvestre gathers from the goal kick. Oh, that's fabulous. Great vision. Now that's well seen too. De Bruyne. Time and again they are repelled. That's a good run down the left. And here's Haaland. And he's got away from it. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now they can spring out of defence.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Hazard. Haaland. Haaland. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
This possibly the last play of the half. Ramiro gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. That's headed upfield. So a temporary halt to the action. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substitutions taking place.
And we get things going again.
Manchester can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
De Bruyne. And it's Neymar. Haaland.
Might want to be careful there.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Showing great feet there. Oh, that's superb. That has not gone well. And here's Raul. Oh, that's a little loose.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
De Bruyne. And here's Neymar. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. And they win it back again. And here's Neymar.
That was lovely, that.
He is through here. Nesta. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He won't be happy with that one. Rijkaard. Ambitious ball here. Pau Kubasi cuts it out. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks. Can he finish? And there's a goal. They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
58 minutes is
So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Schlotterbeck. Maldini calmly anticipates. And he's intervened well there. Nicely weighted ball. Can he finish? Again, a brilliant save. Oh, nicely intercepted. Raul. Can he get on the end of this? He's having a shot! And no mistake. And they've got their lead back. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
substitution on the field. Number 10.
And it's been given away. He's got away.
Replace him is
Christian. And the finish! That looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
And he's being shifted off it. Couch. Holland. Bale, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's Neymar. Looking for options for movement. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Manchester really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Rijkaard. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's a good ball out wide. De Bruyne. Seedorf does really well to win the ball there. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
It's Raul! It's off target and by quite a way.
Manchester really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Number 4, Neymar. Coming on the field is number 14, Danny.
Pressing's intense and it's paid off. And it's De Bruyne. He's under a lot of pressure there. Beckham is wide and looking to get onto this. Well, that is one way to stop him. Rijkaard. Danny Olmo.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's picked his way through. And here's Haaland. And he's lost his man here. Real chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
OK, credit him for his willingness to run at people, but you really shouldn't be afforded so much space down the middle of the pitch.
Raul. Coming on to replace him is number 22, Donadoni.
boys, some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Haaland. Now it's Dani Olmo.
4
Right
added
card.
minutes has been indicated.
And it's Count. Donadoni! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Donadoni really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So their fourth corner of the game. Oh, right place, right time. The final seconds now. Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Silvesh. And it's come back to the keeper. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. We're up and running then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this fella, João Felix, is known more for his price tag than anything else, Peter, but there's an excellent footballing brain on those shoulders, and he's often praised for his understanding of the game and his ability to know where to be in front of goal. Both excellent traits you just can't coach.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And claimed it back swiftly. That's a little off target. Now, can they get him away? Now it's João Felix. That is ended up in no man's land. Zubimendi. And it's Rice. Great vision. Will play through for the wide man. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Tries to pass it through. That's a shade optimistic. Saliba, Timber. Somewhat off target. João Felix finding himself in space. Play towards the front line. Timber. Neither side yet able to find the net. Out of play for a throw.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked deep.
João Felix! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That has been slung wide. Chooses to go crossfield. Madueke. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
He's had a shot! Spread out to the left. And that was nowhere near his best.
This is the time you need that pace.
Saliba. Oh, easy pickings there. And the pass is intercepted. That's a look and place it forward. Tries to play it through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nicely weighted ball. Threads one in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Iniesta. Now it's Snyder. And that is a little undercooked. Castolo.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And they've got rid. Foot in. Looking for the run. João Felix delivers. Calafiori. And he cuts out the supply. He won't be happy with that one. Madueke. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Martinelli, looking to play him in, drives it in. Oh, great leap! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Gyökeres clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's been taken short. Good shot at goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, that was vital. Castolo. And now they can spring out of defence. The less said about that pass, the better. Castolo. Gabriel gets across to intercept that. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Rice. Martinelli. Now Ødegaard. Over to the right flank. Madueke. And that brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Please turn your attention to the screen for information.
Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around, and I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitution in progress.
So off we go again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Ødegaard. Takes a shot! And again! It's in!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have got...
Chance, surely! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
He's found space here. Timber deals with that comfortably. That's the throw. Rice. Subimendi. Spread to the right. And that's a simple one for the keeper. It'll be a throw-in. Nesta. Looking for options for movement.
That's going in strongly.
Calafiori. Ødegaard. That has not gone well. Subimendi.
The attendance for this
He's a
match was
sharp little ball here.
60,810.
Will play through for the wide man. Arsenal have their third corner.
ได้จบตานี้
And now a sudden chance to counter. Engages and forces him off the ball. He slings it in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Can he get it through? That is a great pick out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Pass is just off target. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's managed to get free. No way through. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's quick to return it. Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Gabriel. Martinelli. Thuram does well to get it back. Nice bit of trickery. Brilliantly cut out. Gabriel. Calafiori. Now it's Martinelli. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
เล่นทางไหนครับ
Number 11, Gabriel Martinelli. Coming on to replace him is number
And here's
19,
Schneider.
Trossard.
Knocks it into space. Decent chance! Another one of football's and how moments.
Substitution
That could
for
yet
Arsenal.
prove very pivotal.
Number
Chances like
20,
that just can't be wasted.
It's
Coming
their
on the
second
field
corner of the
is
game.
Number 7, Bukayo Saka.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Timber. Now it's Saka. Swung over. Stood up well to him there. Aimed beyond the defence.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldo is flagged offside.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 14.
So we have
Euclid.
further activity on the bench here.
Coming on to
Merino
replace him
getting the
is
call here in what
number
can be interpreted
23,
as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Added Subimendi. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Can he get on the end of this? Not where it came from. Nicely intercepted.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Zubimendi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's a promising position. He has found the way through. Real chance! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Simplicity itself.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space. And a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Bukayo Saka.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Well, they could break here. Trossard proves just a little bit too strong. Now, can they get him away? Rice. He's having a pop! And over, just.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
João Felix. And that is that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
Just a quick announcement.
Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the...